Welcome to the Rusted Garden Homestead. Today's 2-minute tip video is all about staking your tomatoes up a single stake. Now you can use tomato cages, other ways to trellis your tomatoes. I'll talk about those in future 2-minute tip videos if you want to subscribe. I'll also be doing a whole 2-minute tip series on raising tomatoes from planting all the way to harvest. So I like trellising or staking my tomatoes to a single post. I recommend getting these 8-foot metal posts. These are T-posts. I get them at Tractor Supply. Now they are kind of expensive. They're about $6 a post. However, they're going to last you a lifetime. They will outlive you. They're really sturdy. And when you sink them into the ground, you get at least 6 feet of trellising space to 7 feet, which is perfect for these indeterminate tomatoes. You don't have to stake determinate variety tomatoes like this, but the indeterminates will grow 6, 7, 8, 9 feet tall. In the last video, we bottom pruned and removed the bottom leaves. In this video, it's just about simple trellising. I'm going to be doing a video on identifying suckers, removing the suckers, but basically, I get some string, tie it to the post just like this. You want to secure it to whatever post you use so that the string doesn't slide up and down. Jute works perfectly fine. I've been using this for, I don't know, at least 10 years, maybe 20 years. It does not cut into the tomato, and you secure it like this, and then you just loop this around the stem, tie it, and you just want to have a nice gap just like that so that the tomato can move around a little bit, it can grow thicker. And I set up the string going up the stake like that, and I will just train this tomato plant straight up there. Now you're attaching this in this example to the main stem. Comes out of the ground, you know, just follow my pinky upward, and that's the main stem. So this main stem will continue to be secured to the post going all the way up. And I just want to add real quick, the best time to sink the post is before the tomato plant goes in so that you don't damage any roots. So this is where I'm going to be growing my competition tomato. I'll be talking about that in future videos. If for some reason you were late getting your post in, like maybe your tomatoes were about this big and you didn't have the post in, just put a gap about that far from the post to the stem. This way, yes, you do damage a few roots, but the closer you get to the stem, the more you damage. At a distance like this, the tomato plant will be perfectly fine. Staking the tomato, you're just taking the main stem, securing it here so that it grows upward. And the reason that you do that is to manage pest, disease, and problems better, manage the size of the tomato better. It allows you to grow more plants in a space, because if you don't trellis, this is what happens to a tomato plant. It's a vine, and this one's going to get trellised up, but what it does is it starts sprawling across the ground, and it's just going to continue to grow across the space. Those suckers, which we'll be identifying in a future video this weekend, will just grow upward. They will flower, they will fruit, they will start going in a direction, and the tomato just sprawls across the ground. It's a great way to grow tomatoes if you have the space. If not, we want to raise it, tie it to the post, and the plant will actually point upwards and correct itself, but that's why you stake them. And you can see that I'm getting these all ready to be staked on the post. Simple and easy. I like the 8-foot metal T-posts. You can use whatever you like. They look good, they're secure. They can handle a heavy tomato plant. If your sticks or your stakes are too thin, when the weight of the tomatoes come in for these indeterminates, they can snap the stake. So I love using metal. Again, a little bit expensive at $6, but they will last you a lifetime. Thanks for watching, and please subscribe. I'll be doing that entire series this year for 2021 in these 2-minute tip videos on how to take care of your tomato plants, really from start to finish. And please check out my seed shop at therustedgarden.com, and just simply tie them to the post.